everybody. Hey, welcome. Jess Metter Crafts here, and of course I've got my handy dandy Mr.
Kaden.
Yay! Hello everybody. Welcome to the Steampunk YouTube Hop. It's been pretty awesome so far today, huh? There's been a lot of really cool creations today. There have been some that the hat, the top hat, and the shoe were just fabulous. Those were definitely more out of the box type creations using the steampunk theme, so I thought it was pretty cool. I started working on my project this afternoon, probably around 2 o'clock. I had no idea what I was going to do. But I noticed a lot of canvases and things like that being done, so I really kind of wanted to do something different. So I had this box that I had bought from My Rusty Crown. It's the Art Room base kit. So I got that box, and that came in today. So I put it together, obviously, and painted it with some black gesso by Finnabair, the heavy gesso. I kind of agree, like with Tiffany, as far as the gessos are concerned. I have had the best luck with that gesso, but I haven't used any of the Liquitex gesso, so I'm not real sure. The cheaper gessos, I will say they're cheaper for a reason. You end up having to use multiple layers in order to get the color, to have the gesso come through, whether it's white or it's black. So I will say that the heavy gesso is the better option when it comes down to it. I have my general layout here, obviously. Of course, I'm going to take it apart. I have the purple texture paste here that I used from Finnabair, which is the lavender texture paste. It's the lavender color. A lot of it is gone. I used a lot of it today. It is all over the whole base, pretty much. It's on the back, it's on the sides, and once I move everything, I'll kind of show you guys what I did. But I was just kind of playing with my general layout, trying to kind of piece it together. So I'm going to go ahead and take all my little pieces apart, take it out of the box. This is an in-the-box, out-of-the-box kind of creation as well. I tried to think a little bit differently, and I want to use a very different color palette than, because I've seen a lot of the rust effect pastes used today, a lot of the rusty colors. So when I started this project this afternoon, I was like, you know what? I want to do a different color. I want to do something different. And steampunk is your playground. It does not have to be your general, rusty oranges and browns and stuff. It can be what you want to make it. So this is the whole box. This is the box as a whole right here. I've got the texture paste everywhere, as you can see. So, and I just got this stencil in from My Rusty Crown as well. It's one of my favorite online shops. I shop with My Rusty Crown all the time. I do have Mr. Caden helping me with some of the links and stuff. So I'll have him put a link to the My Rusty Crown store in the chat for you guys. But that's where the stencil came from. And that's the stencil I used today. All of my chipboard pieces come from Creative Embellishments. It's my favorite chipboard company. It is the best quality chipboard. So all of them come from Creative Embellishments. And if Caden has the time, I will have him go ahead and link the Creative Embellishments store as well. They create stencils too and wood parts. So it's my favorite chipboard company. So I'm just kind of giving you the rundown of what I did. That's kind of what I did to start the project. And the chipboard I altered using Finnabair's Sparks paint. This is called Dragon's Eye. And this is such a glittery gold. It's really very pretty. It's a very pretty gold. It's really awesome. So that is what I use to alter the chipboard pieces, and that's the way the chipboard pieces are going to stay. I'm going to keep them like that. And then, of course, as you see on the side, I have all my molds and stuff. I'm not going to use them all, but I have them all here so that way I can kind of decide what I'm going to use as I create along with you guys. I had the general layout, but I was thinking of adding some more stars in the background. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see, yeah, how it goes there. All the molds, I do actually have an online store now myself. I just opened it up on Monday at justamatterofcrafts.com. I know there are a lot of people who like the perfection of the resin molds, but either they don't want to mess with the resin, or they have allergies, or they might not have the time. So I'm going ahead and offering that service for you guys. So I do have an online website with all different kinds of molds, and if there's something you want or you don't see, you can just send me a message via the website, or, you know, Instagram, anything like that, and let me know. I'll see if I can get a hold of something and get it done for you. I wanted to use some blue, so I kind of wanted a blue and purple color combination, I guess is the best way I can say it. What's up?
People are saying congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I just opened it up on Monday, so I have had a couple of orders so far. They should be receiving their boxes shortly. If you want to subscribe to the website, that'd be awesome. I really appreciate it. So anything new that comes into the store, you'll know about it. And we are going to be adding stencils to the shop as well. So just an FYI, there are going to be stencils eventually, and I'll make sure to let everybody know when those come out too. So I did kind of want you y'all's input on the texture paste, because I do try to keep my lives interactive, so you're not just sitting, you know, sitting there listening to me, that you have a little bit of input on the ultimate project. I liked the idea of adding some of the texture paste to the molds themselves to kind of give them that grunge feel of steampunk. So it helps a lot with the feel of steampunk. And like I was saying earlier, it doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be the rust colors or the orange or anything like that. It can be whatever you want it to be. And that's one reason why I went ahead and went with a different color palette from what I had been seeing throughout the day, because I wanted to show that show you guys that steampunk doesn't have to be that. You can make it whatever colors you want. So my question is should I go ahead and add texture paste to the gears and such? And then on top of that, I was going to add some of the metallic wax to kind of give it a metallic kind of feel, if that makes sense. What do you guys think?
As Karen says, I love the blue color. Was the paste blue, or did you color it?
The paste. Oh, it's Finnabair's paste, if that's what you're asking about. The paste that's here, it's Finnabair's. Although I do make a lot of my own pastes. I'm just lucky enough that I actually have a bottle of this, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this instead of making my own. I do have several pastes that I've used that I've made myself. I have a special recipe for that.
People are saying yes to both, yes to texture.
Okay, so let's add some texture to our pieces. I try to get a lot of legwork done before the live, so that way, you know, a lot of that is done, so that way I can assemble the project with you guys and have your input on some of the last touches. So, no, go ahead.
Miss Karen says use that and the blue glittery stuff.
That's what I'm thinking exactly. So that way it adds a little bit to the steampunk feel, right, with the texture paste. And then with the wax, the wax will give it that metallic kind of rich look, the combination of the two. Thank you for your input, everybody. And I want to say that thank you very much for coming out and being here with me. I really appreciate your support. You have no idea. There aren't the words. The words aren't there to express how much we appreciate your support for these lives. It has been quite a trip. I'm not going to lie. I've been enjoying these. Though most every Saturday I've just kind of put my projects together like right on that day while I'm watching some of the other lives. So I haven't been able to, because I do work full time. I work Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So usually by the time I'm off work, I'm tired, and so I don't really have a lot of extra time to put into, crafts throughout the week. So Saturdays and Sundays are my craft days. That's when I'm able to come into my craft space and just craft my little heart out. You know what I mean? Just craft, 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 craft. I love crafting. It's my favorite thing. You can ask anybody in the family.
Oh yeah.
Anybody in my family. They will tell you. Oh my gosh, yes.
Disorganized Nikki, I think.
Yeah,
Says,
Nikki.
Oh wow, I feel you, girl. You're awesome, and thank you for being here today.
Well, thank you for being here. That's more what, yeah, thank you for being here and supporting me. That really means a lot. There are not the words. Yeah, go ahead, bud.
Miss Cindy said, "Oh, I know that feeling, but I work Saturday too."
Oh, yeah, Saturday too. Do you work Monday through Friday and Saturday? Do you work 6 days a week, lady? What the? Holy moly.
Miss Carol said, "So much more fun than laundry and cooking."
It is so much more fun than laundry and cooking. I am blessed. I am going to be the first one to say, Caden will probably be like, yeah, my kids do a lot of the housework. We have raised our boys. We haven't raised them like girls. Don't get me wrong, but we have raised them to do chores and to know what it's like to keep up with a house. Because when they're adults and they go into the real world, they move out eventually. We don't want them to be one of those kids that's like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. I can't tell you the amount of people I've met throughout my life, adult men, adult women, who don't know how to clean a toilet or don't know how to do laundry, like whites and darks and this and that. And it has amazed me. Like, I have just been like, wait, what? How did you, what? Like, how did you make it to adulthood and not know how to do, not know how to do laundry, not know how to separate, or clean a kitchen? So I'm blessed in that area to where what I'm trying to get to is I don't do a lot of housework. My boys do a lot of that, and they do it every day. So it gets kept up with. Not that I don't do housework. Don't get me wrong. I've put in a lot of time teaching them how to do it, so that way they know how to do it. So, yeah, there's that. I'm blessed. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. I am very blessed when it comes to that.
Miss Nikki said, "My brother grew up with 4 sisters, and he cooks and cleans better than all of us."
See, so we're not the only ones. It's a good thing to teach your kids, whether they're boys, girls, whatever, to know how to clean and keep up with a home and a household. I think it's really important. And rooms and everything else. There have been a couple times where I've gotten on to my oldest, who's here now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, your room smells like a gym locker.
Hey. I don't need to bring that up.
No need to bring that up. Shh, I didn't say anything, okay, guys? You didn't hear anything.
I'm not the oldest, obviously.
He's not the oldest. Love it. I love you, kiddo. I think it's fantastic that he takes time out of his Saturdays to come and be here with me too. Because not every kid would do that. There's a lot of that would, and he actually enjoys it. I know I might have said it before. You guys are probably like, okay, I've heard this before. I'm tired of hearing this from you. But I want him to know how much I appreciate it, because there are a lot of people out there who don't. What's up, bud? What you got to say? Did you say something?
Miss Karen said, "Yes, my son just graduated college, and now that I'm disabled, his laziness is going to be an issue."
Oh yeah. See, we don't deal kindly with that, and Caden can be one of the first ones to tell you we don't kindly handle that. We don't deal with that. We are like a non-traditional, I guess, kind of family. We're not a very traditional American family. So yeah, I've got my little paint dauber, and as you can see, I'm literally just adding some texture paste to the layers of all my little pieces. I did want to use a couple of stars, but I might wait to do those to the stars just in case I don't add them. So I'm not, yeah. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some of the wax, and the ones that are dry, I'm just going to go ahead and start putting some wax over the tops of them. Now, when you use the wax, I would not just do what I did and start putting it on, because then you're going to end up getting some extra wax, maybe in areas you didn't intend wax to be. So I'm just going to use a little baby wipe and tap some of the wax off, and I'm going to go over the tops of them. So it gives it that metallic kind of look and feel that we're going for.
Miss Nelly said, having 2 boys and 1 girl. Yeah, and I find that it was super important to teach my boys just as much as I taught my daughter.
Absolutely.
I don't want my boys to grow up to be men that rely on women, and same for my daughter. She can do all the girly things as well as handyman things too.
Yay! Good. See? At least I'm not the only one who thinks that way. Or I've had some people say that it's that we're treating our kids like slaves. And it's like, wait, what? Slaves? No, that's no. We're not treating our kids like they're slaves. We're teaching them. We're trying to set them up for success when they become adults themselves. Because otherwise, what are we doing, right? I mean, tap some of that off because there's a little too much on my hand.
Oh, but that was you.
But I hope that you can see the metallic look on these. I hope you're catching all of that. I'm hoping. But yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, and I'm tapping off any extra wax onto the baby wipe. Oh no, that's the cat trying to get in. That's the cat. The cat wants out here. No, the kitty wants outside.
I got this.
He's got this. He's got this covered.
Get in here.
So, how's everybody feeling tonight? Everybody feeling okay? Everybody's been enjoying all the lives from everyone. Everything's been a little different here and there, right?
Oh, we keep that.
Kitty. What's up, Mr. Coda? We have a kitty in the house. Kitty.
Okay, let's go down so you don't pitch me.
All right. So we're getting there with these. Like I said, I got a lot of legwork done beforehand, and then we're just basically going to be attaching these to the on the inside of the box. So I hope everybody can see everything. Sorry, go ahead, buddy.
Dave Nelson says, I've got 7 boys and 2 girls, and they can all cook, clean, and run a house as good or not better than me and my wife.
Oh, wow. Sweet.
That's really cool.
You've got a posse, man. Got a posse.
You've got like an army.
He's got an army. I love it. So when the zombie apocalypse happens, you've got your own little army.
Miss Cindy, it's actually a shortened version of Dakota, like the state. Yeah.
Yes, it is. His name is Dakota, but we call him Coda for short. But that's his full name, I guess you could say. Dakota.
Yeah, Coda. Anyways, keep going.
So I hope you enjoy the stream. If you like what you're seeing, I'm terrible about saying this. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. I will be sharing a video tomorrow, an unmolding video. So you might want to check that out.
Pretty cool. I was there.
He was there. He was. I was there. I was there.
I was there. I experienced it.
He experienced it firsthand. He knows. So I'm almost done tapping on some wax to give all the little pieces a metallic feel that you are used to seeing when you think of steampunk. And again, my whole point behind this steampunk piece is to let you know that steampunk does not have to be browns and oranges and yellows and stuff like that. You can use whatever color palette you want to use. I can't see all my pieces, but I think I got all the pieces. I think I got everything. What's up?
Miss Cindy said, "Ooh, unmolding." Yes.
Yes. Here we go. Yes. If you like that, all you have to do is type that, and that's Mr. Caden's prompt.
I'm limiting myself to 4 because it really takes it out of me.
It really takes it out of you, he says. It takes it out of him. Don't believe him. Don't believe him. It's okay. He loves it.
I love it.
All right, so here's the box. This is the box right here. So now we're going to go ahead and start putting down our pieces little by little. We're going to start putting them all down. So this piece goes in the corner on the inside. So I'm just going to start putting some glue on the back of it.
Okay, here we go.
And
Miss Nikki also says, yes! Because it was bigger.
Because it was bigger, so he had to make it bigger. He had to make it. Yep. That's Caden for you. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it. It's a personality on our channel. We used to do lives every Wednesday before we moved over here to where we are now. And after we moved, we kind of got out of the lives because I had to, of course, put my space back together, and we just hadn't gotten back into it. But obviously, as you can see, we are back into it now. But we used to do it live every Wednesday back then because I was in college. And Wednesdays was one of my main days off of work. So I did lives during the week. But now since I've graduated and I work Monday through Friday now, it's been a little bit harder to transition and get back into the swings of lives. So, yeah. Anybody have any questions about anything?
Oh, Miss Karen said, yes, I'm making a steampunk love purple pink Victorian page. Also, there's another question.
Yeah.
Miss Cindy asks, what do you do?
I went to college for healthcare, and my major was the aging process. I originally wanted to work with hospice patients. But unfortunately, I found out after the fact that hospice here in America was something that you had to know somebody that knows somebody in order to get a job in it. So when I recently started applying for jobs, I ended up getting a job with Kroger Specialty Pharmacies. So I work for Kroger Specialty Pharmacies. So I am one of those employees that has to work, because even though all of this craziness is going on in our society with the COVID and stuff, people still need their medications. That's not going to stop. That's never going to stop. And I am grateful to be able to do that for people as well. So that's what I do now. I've thought about going back to school and becoming a pharmacy tech again, because I used to be a pharmacy tech when I lived in Arkansas. But obviously that is something that you have to have an extra, what's the word I'm looking for? An extra certification for. That's not enough glue. An extra certification. And every state is different. So, of course, when I moved to Florida, my certification was not good here in the state of Florida. So, but since I'm working for Kroger Specialty Pharmacies, I was thinking, well, maybe I could go back and go ahead and get a license again and start doing that. So, it's something I've been thinking about. Just been thinking about.
Just on the side.
So See, that's not going to stick the way I want it to stick. But I'm adding gears, so maybe that will help. And I thought about adding some of Finnabare's glass glitter, the platinum, because you see it kind of has a blue color, and the blue color would go really well with the blue texture paste that I have. So I was thinking about adding that at the very end. I'm hoping we have time, so I might do that. I very well might. So this gear, see, now that I've moved everything, I kind of forgot where all my gears went. So we're going to have to play with the placement of everything again. And I know it might be kind of hard to see, but as you can see inside the box, yeah, as you can see, the gears are in the box there. So it is kind of 3D. It's going to be a 3D scene, and I'm really big into 3D type stuff. So yeah, I'm really big into that. If you guys, if anybody has been following me for any kind of amount of time, you know that that's one of my things. Go ahead, bud.
So, couple things. One, first time from the UK.
Oh, shoot about
Miss Liz F. First time from the UK watching you. She's enjoying the live hop.
Well, thank you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. See, I'm just removing that glue. Because, see, when I took everything apart, I realized I wanted this piece here further away from the corner. So we all make mistakes. That was one of my mistakes. I'm really not liking how that's staying. That's really not jiving with me. I don't like it. It's not going to stay the way I want it to stay. So I'm going to get some of this tape too, and maybe that will help me a little bit. So I'm not sure. I'm going to try. That's all I can do. That's all we can do is try, right? I'm just putting some double-sided tape on here and hoping for the best. Maybe that will, it feels a little stickier. That will help me. I'm not sure. Yeah, that seems to be helping. See, it's already, it's not popping up as much. So the double-sided tape helped a lot with that. So I think one of these larger gears, if I remember correctly, went in the corner here. One of these larger ones. We'll see. We'll see. But I know I don't have a ton of time, so I need to make sure I boot, scoot, and boogie. Yeah.
Miss Ryan said, what are you going to craft next?
Miss Ryan. Is that my best friend, Ryan?
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. This is my childhood friend, everybody. We have been friends since we were 7 years, yeah. Well, since we were 7 years old. Hey, how are you? I am doing a steampunk inspired creation. And that is what our hop is all about today, is steampunk. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making a 3D box steampunk with the purple and blue and gold color scheme. So it is steampunk outside of the box. It is a very different steampunk, and that was the whole purpose to it, is I wanted it to be different. I wanted it to be different. That's all I can really say. So that's what we're doing tonight. We are making steampunk crazy fun and different. I want people to know that it doesn't have to be your traditional steampunk. So, boop, boop, that's what we're doing.
So,
how's everybody doing?
Miss Ryan said, yep, I'm awesome. Been playing with the new goats today.
Oh, the new babies? The baby goats? The baby goats? My friend Ryan has a farm. She's got everything you could think of. When you think of a farm, yeah, no joke. Cows, everything. Goats, rabbits, like you name it. She's got a farm.
Miss Mary, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. Said, looks like a stage. Ooh.
It is like a stage, actually. It is a stage. The only reason you can't see that it's a stage the way it is because it's laying down. But eventually I will pick it up. And I did show it earlier in the video, but once I'm done gluing all the elements down, you'll be able to see how it's a stage. And there's going to be a paper
That
doll
paste.
in there. What about?
They want the cap on that paste before it dries out.
Oh, the
Yeah, everyone's like, put
the
the
wax. The wax.
cap.
My bad. I know. I talked about that in the last video too. So the paper doll is going to be sitting on this gear a little bit like this. That's where she's going to be. So it is a stage. It is a stage. You brought that up. Good point. Good point. Yes. Good catch. Good catch. Whatever you want to call it. And then this gear cluster is actually going to be sitting down at the bottom here. So there's going to be a gear cluster on the floor here. If you can see it, I hope you can see it. And then I'm attaching a few other random gears along the floor here. So it continues all the way down. So, yes.
Where did you get the gears from?
Oh, the gears are from Creative Embellishments. Will you add the link again? Yes, all of the chipboard is from Creative Embellishments. Every single piece of chipboard is from them. I love their chipboard. It is very sturdy. It is some of the sturdiest chipboard I've ever worked with, and I've worked with a lot of chipboards, guys. I've worked with a lot. I don't want to sound like I'm bad mouthing any of. I'm not trying to bad mouth any brands. This is just my favorite brand, and I'll leave it at that.
That question was out of my own curiosity rather than someone else's question.
Oh, that was that. Okay, it was yours.
Me.
Oh, okay. Well, no problem. No problem. Keeping it interesting, right? Making sure everybody is familiar. So I'm just cleaning off the excess of the glue, guys, because I don't want it to sploosh out. That's such a funny word. I love using that word, sploosh out. Sploosh. And I'm going to be putting in this chipboard piece. It goes in somehow, I promise. There we go. There we go. That's how it goes in. And I'm just going to be putting it down. Like I said, I was thinking of using some of the glass glitter, so if there is any splooshing of the glue, the glass glitter will go over that, and you won't know anything. You won't be any the wiser, right? Any of the wiser.
Intense word, sploosh.
Sploosh. I love it. So now I'm going to glue this little corner piece down. I know I probably am going off screen a little bit when it comes to the glue. It's just easier to see. I meant to ask earlier, and then I forgot, is the stream quality okay? The quality of the stream.
Oh, yeah.
At one point we had troubles with the quality. Like, people were saying they couldn't, like, it was, yeah.
It was bad.
So I'm just asking, just making sure that the video is okay, that everyone is seeing everything okay. Let me know, otherwise I won't know, and yeah.
People are saying it's terrific, it's fine.
Okay, good. Glad to know, because a couple weeks ago we had some major issues with the way it was, like, really stuttery and blurry, and so we've taken lengths to ensure that the stream quality is better. Okay, so one of these gear pieces went here. I remember that. And another gear piece, see the star, the medium star. Where did the medium star go? Right here. The medium star went here. See, so steampunk can be what you want it to be. See, this is a total steampunk piece. I hope that it's coming across steampunk. If you don't think it is, let me know. But that was the whole point to my stream today, was to let people know that steampunk is a massive world, and there's so much to it besides, you know, what you would normally think of when you think of steampunk. So, but I hope it is coming across steampunk to everyone.
Miss Marie, I don't know. I wish I knew, but I don't. Said, liking this color combination.
Thank you. Purple and blue, they pop with one another. I feel like they do. Maybe they don't to some people, but I felt like this color combination just popped with one another.
Miss Ryan said, I have a crafting challenge for you and your friends if you're up for it.
Uh-oh, a crafting challenge. Woo, woo. I'll take it. What you got, baby? What you got? What you got? Yeah, I like that one. I like that one right there. What do you guys think? It might be a little big. What do you guys think? That one might be a little big for right there. Oops. But I know that one went there. And see, I think this one went up here with that one right there. It goes right there, I do believe. What do you guys think so far? So far, so good? So far, so good. I want to hear more about this challenge you're talking about. What kind of challenge you giving us, girlfriend?
Yeah.
What is this crafting challenge?
She said, okay, so we have the fair in August. How about a crafty theme inspired by 4-H?
4-H?
Yes, 4-H.
What is 4-H, Ryan? Tell me what 4-H is.
Let me bring it up real quick.
Are you're gonna look it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That gear's
right.
going to go in the back. Like I said, I hope you can see everything so far. I know it is 3D. I know some of it might be a little difficult to see, but it is a scene. It's a scene. It's a scene. It's a scene.
Okay.
It's a steampunk scene.
4-H is a non-profit organization. It's a U.S.-based network of youth organizations whose mission is, quotation marks, engaging youth to reach their fullest potential while advancing the field of youth development, end quote.
Okay. So, youth.
Unless it's a different 4-H.
Right? She just needs to explain that to me.
Ms. Ryan said it would need to have animals, green 4-leaf clover stuff.
Animals, 4-leaf clover.
I must have seen a different 4-H then.
You must have seen a different 4-H. There's probably multiple different. Oh, I'm going off screen. Sorry.
So that could be fun. Like, oh, Miss Nelly said that could be fun.
That could be fun, actually. 4-leaf clover. Okay.
Animals.
Interesting. Animals. We can do animals. I know we can do animals, of course. And that's in the summer, you said?
In August.
All right. Miss Nelly has a live streaming group on Facebook. So I'm thinking her and I could collaborate and we could totally, probably, more than likely, 100 can do something. We could do something. I'm thinking that gear there. I think I like that gear there best. What do you guys think? I felt like, where's the other gear? Did I just, what? Am I going crazy? I mean, I know I'm crazy. Don't get me wrong. Did I put a gear aside, or did I just put it down somewhere?
she said you'll have to call me for me to explain.
All right. I think I can do that, sister.
Miss Laura said, that sounds great. I love the idea and would love to see a live stream with Nelly and yourself.
Yeah, I'm thinking between Miss Nelly and I, we can probably get some people together. I think we might even be able to get Olga, because I know Olga's in the group and she's been trying to promote it as well. And we could probably put something together. Totally. Now, I do have a moon. I wanted to use this moon right here, and I wanted to attach it. It's kind of hard to see, but I wanted to attach it to the top. So, since this moon would be an additional layer, that's where the purple wax comes into play. So what we're going to do is this moon, we're going to get some of this delicious purple wax. Oh my goodness. And we're going to very lightly, see, I got a little too much on my finger there. We're going to very lightly color this moon.
Oh, Miss Laura said
purple.
Outside with the gears would look great. Sorry, I know I interrupted you, but...
No, you're good. You can always interrupt me. If somebody's had made a comment, absolutely. Just be like, hey, Mom, just let me know. They're important, because they are here to support us. So that's absolutely just like, Mom, be quiet.
Hey.
Hold on a second, Mom. Shh. Stop it.
Miss Karen said, "Did I hear purple?"
Yes, purple. My favorite color, like literally my absolute 100 favorite color. But yes, as far as the project goes, yeah, I believe me and Miss Nellie. I don't know if Nellie's in here, or if she's comment, or I'm sure we can put something together. Absolutely.
So I'm sorry.
No.
The 4-H Miss Nellie posted. The 4-H program provides opportunities for youth and their families to participate in positive youth development experiences. 4-H projects 4-H projects in a variety of subjects serve as vehicles for youth to experience and acquire life skills in 4 areas: personal development, communicating, working, and relating to others.
Sweet. I think that is totally something we could do, Nellie. How about you? What do you think?
And Miss Ryan confirmed, said Nellie has it.
Perfect. You're awesome, Nellie. You're awesome. Thank you so much. I hope you can't see my head, but I'm totally going to be trying to attach these gears onto the base of the project here. So I want to make sure that they get attached, because otherwise I might forget about them, and that's the last thing I want to do, because they go to the base. What's up?
Miss Miller said, "I'm in."
Yay! See? That's all we got to do. We just got to communicate, and I think we can put it through the group. There is a Facebook group, Miss Nellie. If you can link the Facebook group, I've been terrible about promoting that group. I really should be, because Nellie is like my best friend away, besides Miss Ryan, of course. She's my best crafty friend. Let's put it that way. I don't want to hurt. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, I guess, is what I. But yes, Nellie, if you want to link the group, that would be fabulous. So everybody knows about that group, and you can go live at any time. The time periods are there. You can go live for an hour. You can do a little bit more. I know Nellie was talking about it in her channel. So just FYI, that option is there, guys. You don't have to be experienced. You can be. You can do music. You can do live drawings. You can do. It's your oyster. It's all art. You know what I'm saying? It's all art. So it's there.
Miss.
Yeah, go for it.
Mary. I'm just gonna call you Mary Marie, because I can't honestly don't know. I can't make a guess.
It's okay.
But anyway, she said maybe highlight the purple moon with silver or gold to see it a little better. Question.
That's a good idea. You got it. Thank you for this suggestion.
Could I please know how to pronounce your name? I hate getting it wrong.
Mr. Caden would be much more comfortable if you can let him know how to pronounce your name a little better. He feels a little awkward not knowing how to say your name properly. He feels bad. Like it would make his heart happy if he knew how to pronounce your name better. So I don't know if you can add that to the chat for him. He would be very appreciative. So that's a great idea. Thank you for the idea for gold, because you can still see the purple. And anybody who sees the project like up close, up front and close will know that there's purple underneath that. So as you can see, I don't know if you can. I'm trying to get it to where you can see. There is purple there. So, but yeah, the moon is going to go in here on top of those 2 gears. Oh my gosh. No. Oh, I didn't glue down that gear right there. Got to glue down that gear. So how you guys liking it so far? Liking it okay? Not too bad? It has a steampunk feel, right? Mr. Caden just went to go check on something, so I will hopefully I will hear your comments in just a minute.
Marie.
I wonder, do I need to add some cardboard to the back of him?
People are saying, sure does. Looks great. Terrific. Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm just thinking over real quick to see about getting some cardboard because I feel like I need to reinforce my moon a little bit with some cardboard because he doesn't really want to stay there. How much time do I have left, buddy?
It's 15 minutes, actually.
I only have 15 minutes?
It's 8:45.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Miss Ryan says, I gotta go do chores. Love you guys. Kame!
Love you! Yes, we will. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I only have 15 minutes left. Okay, okay.
Miss Laura says, if you put the moon on the gear on the outside, it will stand out more.
Oh, on the gear on the outside. Yes, you're right, you're right.
She says if you leave it in the box, you can barely see it.
You're right. You can barely see it. I do have my paper doll that I'm adding in here. So let's see what happens here. Okay. I think that cardboard is helping. Yeah, that cardboard is helping. Most definitely. Okay, what do you think about him there? You can see him a little better there, right? He's better right there.
Oh, Miss Cindy. She said just burnt mine again. Ah, because she's been burning her food.
Oh no! Oh, Sunday! Sunday! See, and that, I think that might have been one reason why I had the moon placed the way I had him placed, is because this paper doll is kind of sitting on the gear, if that makes sense.
Somebody named Matthew, I don't know who that is. Said,
Matthew.
looking good, baby.
Yay! Thank you. Love you. That's my baby cakes. And I thought about adding some wings to her, but I have a feeling the placement of everything else is just not going, it's just not going to happen. There's not going to be any wings. So, yeah, the wings just aren't going to happen. So, let me put down this gear, though. I didn't realize this gear was not down. That's the only gear I believe that is not down, though. I think all the other gears are done. So, there's that. There's the moon. How does that look so far? So far, so good.
Miss Cindy said, Smoke alarm loves me. Firefighters hate her.
Love it. I love it.
I added the firefighter.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did. So now what I'm going to do is shoot a bug. I am fighting the clock right now. I wanted to add some little stars to the project to make it kind of starry night since I have the moon. And like you were saying, I like the gold too. I am fighting the clock though right now because I wanted to add some of those, what you call them, glass glitter. I'm hoping.
East said, look how adorable she is in her steampunk box. Thank
you. She's the queen, isn't she? She is the night queen. She is owning the scene. Owning the scene. That's what I want to say. So there's those stars.
Miss Nellie says, I love that the moon is kind of staring down at the girl.
That is pretty cool. I liked her idea of putting the moon down a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So see, that's one cool thing about the lives is that we can communicate with one another and kind of give each other like little hints and tips and be like, hey, do this or hey, do that. And then that way you kind of have a say in how the project ultimately, turns out and be like, oh yeah, I remember I suggested this and she did that. And yeah. So what this is doing is I put the purple down first and then I added the gold. So it kind of started mixing together and I like that look. I think that's really kind of a very unique look. So that's what I'm doing with all of these. Thank you for the suggestion. Yes, thank you.
Andrea?
Can't get a hold of this thing.
I'm going to go Andrea. Says, this is so cool.
Thank you. See, it's a little bit different, right? I wanted you guys to know that steampunk is not does not have to be your traditional steampunk. It doesn't. It can be what you want it to be, by all means. Steampunk is very, you can do whatever you want with it. See, so I wanted to kind of add some, oh, did I not glue that one down either? Oh my goodness. Gracious.
Miss Karen said, I gotta get dinner. Sad face.
Well, no problem. I totally understand.
Miss Cindy said, don't burn it.
Is who is after me, buddy? It's Nikki, right?
I think so, yeah. Let me check just to make sure.
See, I didn't realize that gear was not glued down.
Yep, Miss Nikki's next.
I thought so. But then, like last week, I made a mistake with, you know, who was next and who wasn't. And so I just didn't want to say it again and then make that mistake again. So, all right. So there's most of our pieces here. Anyways, I'm trying to get this piece out. I didn't know if I wanted it there or not, so I was kind of trying to play with placement.
Link Nikki into the thing.
Yeah, you can. You did, or you're going to.
I just did it.
Okay. So I'm not sure if the stars are going to go in or not, guys. I'm thinking of just adding some of the glitter. The stars might not quite make it. Like I said, I had gotten these pieces out. I wasn't sure if I was going to use them or not. I just had them out. That's just not quite big enough. Anyways, we are fighting the clock. So here is the glass glitter. It kind of has a blue color, and it goes with the blue here. So what I'm using is Finnabare's soft matte gel. I have a separate little bottle that I use for the soft matte gel whenever I add glass glitter or beads or anything to the project. So that way I'm not mixing any of the beads or glass glitter in the big bottle that I have. So I just tapped my paintbrush, as you saw, in the container, and now I'm just going to start kind of adding these randomly throughout the project. So it's going to kind of glitter and glisten in the light. And be like their own stars. They'll be their own stars, right? They will. They'll be their own stars. So I'm just kind of putting them here and there.
Miss Karen asked, what is glass glitter? I don't know.
Glass glitter is a product from Finnabare. I don't know. I felt like there was something on this brush. Maybe it was just me. I don't know. I felt like a paint or something was on there. Maybe it's just me. I could totally be wrong. But I kind of wanted to add some little like star-like look here and there. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a different brush and start using that brush. Yeah.
Miss Nikki goes, Miss Nellie had me in my shoe closet choosing which ones will be artistically altered.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, it wasn't that cool. That was so different. So different from what we've been seeing so far in the hop. I unfortunately was not awake during the live for the top hat. I was asleep. I stayed up really late last night. So I unfortunately missed that live, but I did go back and watch some of it, and I was like, wow, that's really kind of cool. So there were some really kind of cool projects, you know, out of the box kind of projects, and that's what steampunk is all about. Steampunk is all about out of the box and doesn't have to make sense. See, that's the great thing about steampunk, is steampunk doesn't need to make sense. Okay, guys? It does not need to make sense. But yeah, just a little bit of glass glitter here and there. I know I don't have much time left. I know I am literally fighting the clock here. But you get the general gist. That's basically what I'm doing, which is crazy because I'm normally super prepared and have everything ready for you guys. But the past couple weeks, it's been kind of, I guess, a little bit more of a struggle for me to have everything ready, I guess. I don't know why.
Miss Karen goes, hey lady, focus, what is glass glitter?
Oh, sorry. Glass glitter, I believe it's the little shards of glass, and it's colored, is what it is. From what I know, from what I have come across, and all that, that's what it is. It's shards of glass that are colored. And they do feel kind of like glass, or kind of like a metal, if that makes sense. It feels kind of like a metal in your hand. So
Interesting.
I am almost done. Like I said, I just wanted to add some of these to kind of add that the look of the night sky, like with the stars and stuff. So
Miss Laura said it's chunky and not fine like regular glitter.
It is definitely chunky, but I don't think it's it's not like regular glitter, if that makes sense. I think it is made out of glass or a metal of sorts. It's not. I'm pretty sure it's not just plastic. Let me put it that way. It's not plastic.
Miss Christine said glass glitter would cut you. Also, you have like
I thought it would.
minutes.
Yeah. What?
Also, you have like 4 to 5 minutes.
4 to 5 minutes? That's perfect. Perfect. Because I am pretty much done. So I'm literally, these are just the finishing touches of what we're doing here. I hope everyone can kind of see the awesomeness of the glass glitter here. I'm going to add some glass glitter to the floor, so it looks like the stars are dancing on the floor as well, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I probably sound like a crazy person, but it's okay, because I am crazy, and that's okay. Cool people are crazy, right?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go with it. Thanks, son.
Yeah.
And this glue will dry clear. So any of those, like white, if it looks kind of white, that will show clear. So this is the box in general. This is the box. Everything is pretty much glued down. As you can see, nothing is moving. Everything is down. There is the floor of the creation. I was like, I can't see my glue. I can't see my glue.
Real quick, Miss Cindy just said the third one of the night. Yes!
There you go. I love it. He gets so excited over that, guys. You have no idea. He really does. He does. Whether he wants to, publicly admit it or not, he's totally... I think that might be one reason why he likes the lives.
Like, I won't admit it to, like, my friends.
Like, no, he won't admit it to, like, his friends or nothing. He won't be like, no.
But then again, some of them sometimes watch them.
Then again, yeah, I was going to say, then again, some of your friends do watch my lives, though. I think they come in because you're here, and they're like, oh, I want to see Kaden.
Also, I just, like, yell at them until they do it, so.
I'd be like, hey, come on, come support my mom. Come support my mom.
Miss Nelly asks, will you share photos on your Instagram when it's all dry?
Yes, I will. I'll probably be taking photos of it tomorrow. Because I know Tiffany was talking about the scrapbook event that's coming up. I am a part of that event. So I have to quickly edit my video and all that good stuff tonight for that event. So here is the piece. I hope everyone can see it pretty well. This is the piece in its entirety, and you can see it is glistening in the night sky. You've got the girl chilling out there with the moon right over her and the stars out in the sky. All over, there is stars everywhere. So stars all over the box, everywhere. So, yeah, that is my steampunk project. I hope I inspired you guys. If you do decide to make a project inspired, go ahead and tag me. I am a matter of crafts. So how many minutes? We're done.
1.
We have 1 minute. Okay. See? So here it is. I hope you enjoyed the live. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for coming out. Miss Nikki is next, so you will go ahead and hop to her channel here. again, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for your support. It means the world to all of us. And I hope you have enjoyed the hop so far, and I hope you continue to enjoy it. I think there are 2 more people to go for this hop, and then we're done. All right, you guys have a great night, and it's been fun.
Yeah.
I'll see you. I will see you next time.